Hi, I'm Chuck, and welcome to my Street Muscle Diaries 2023. Giving you all some footage this season. Muscle car season started probably, I don't know, beginning of April this year instead of May. Just winter's been mellow. So anyways, I'm going to get right into the topic. So I'm in my 2021 Dodge Challenger Scat Pack, the 392 Hemi V8, 485 horsepower to the crank, 475 pound-feet of torque. Torque fleet. Hey, I almost didn't screw up. How about that? Torque flight, 8-speed transmission with a ratchet shifter. When you click in the manual mode, you can shift, see the plus and the minus. You can go up a gears, obviously to 8th gear. It's an 8-gear transmission, and back down. You control it too. It won't shift for you. You can set a switch light, or shift light, or use the paddle shifters, of course, up here. I don't use them much. I use the ratchet shifter once in a while just for fun, but you cannot compete with the main transmission. I mean, it is just vicious fast. So let's start it up, and I'm going to go through the driving modes. Even though I have touched on it in other videos, I will show you exactly what the onboard computer is telling me. So you just put your foot on the brake, start it up, and the car is already warm. So okay, so this is what you get. Sometimes a nav screen will show up, and I'm just going to go through the modes to show you what the car is telling you. So here's drive modes, okay, and that's, as I was explaining on my last video, this is the best mode to run in on wet roads because you get your maximum traction control, and that's going to give you your best traction. Traction control fully on. So this is auto eco mode. Basically, it's auto on the selector. You get 4 different driving modes with the modern Scat Pack. This is the 2021, so you're going to get all the goodies. This is not a plus interior version like I had on my Shaker a couple years ago, or a year ago when I got this. This is just a baseline interior. I'll show you. See, I actually like the houndstooth cloth seats. They do make Napa leather, which is suede and leather, or Alcantara, which is full leather. But you're adding weight when you do that as well. I'm just looking for raw street muscle, and this is it. This is exactly how I would have built the Challenger from the factory with the options. There's no anything fancy, no fancy creature comforts other than heated seats, and there's no blind spot monitoring or any safety features like that on the Plus models. Just raw street muscle, man, So kind of floating off topic here. So the next will be, I did get the Dynamics package with this, which comes with the 275s instead of the 245 40 ZR20. So just to throw that in there, always want to get that. It also has the 6-piston up front Brembos, 4-piston rear, and a Bilstein performance suspension, of course. So get the Dynamics package if you just want raw street muscle and not a lot of fancy interior. It's a muscle car. It's not a luxury car. So people that are expecting a Cadillac type interior, that's not what this is about. Okay, so continuing on. Custom mode. Now this is the fun part here. Now this, actually I think I can, let me go back, wait a minute. If you go into auto setup, okay, and you click on your information icon, it tells you exactly what, see? Just giving you a second to read it. Auto mode will be activated automatically when restarting the vehicle, as I explained before. Will also be activated automatically if it was enabled the last time auto mode was in use. So, and you can scroll through and it gives you all the, see? Now, track mode is my favorite mode. It's the most aggressive state that the car is in, or can be in. Gives you a little bit on the paddle shifters, and then there it gives you the traction. So You can see track, sport, and street. It's in the different traction modes and what they give you in each setup. And you can scroll through here, and here's the steering version of it. Back here, and then click on the back. Gives you what you can. This gives you your option if you wanted to set something different on the steering. That's all it's giving you on eco mode. So then you can go back here. There's other ways to do it. If I just go back here, gives you your main SRT dashboard. And now, as I was explaining custom mode, this you can change whatever you want. So go into your drive modes, okay, and you can set these to any way you want. Custom setup, okay, go into that and see, you can just select anything that's highlighted white. You can turn the paddle shifters on and off. You can put transmission and track, sport or street, traction and track, sport or street, steering same. Okay, this gives you information. Custom mode is currently active, allows you to fully customize the vehicle's performance. Auto mode will be activated automatically, blah blah blah. So there's that. Go back here, and now to shorten this up, go to the sport mode. So again, sport setup, go into your information, and this is what the vehicle is giving you in sport mode selection. I've explained this in past videos, bits and pieces, but this is giving you the real deal, straight from the car itself, from the Scat Pack. So this is, see, delivers increased vehicle performance capability. Now, I've been told, I've had slightly better quarter-mile ET in sport mode, everything sport, everything on sport, and traction off. I've actually had done really well, but I've been really liking track mode. And track mode is badass, and I will show you why. See, delivers maximum vehicle performance capability on smooth, dry surfaces, auto mode, blah blah blah. If when you turn the car off. So track mode, I think, is my favorite. You can't change anything. You have to go into custom mode to do that. But yeah, that track mode is where it's at, man. The butterfly's open, wide open, real soon, real quick, and that throttle response is vicious. And the car just sounds meaner. The suspension dampers stiffen to their maximum on the Bilstein suspension. It's got a performance suspension, and the steering is really stiff. I kind of like that. It gives you the old school muscle car feel. And so I'm going to shut it down, and that explains, right in front of you, without me going through a half-hour long narrative, what each mode does in a Dodge Challenger Scat Pack. Now, this is the new Scat Packs. The older ones have, I think that they have the same kind of modes, but it's a little different. And the 1320 has what's called drag mode as the fourth mode. And it has a trans brake. I believe it has a trans brake built in. You 1320 guys will have to correct me on that. But it has a trans brake. It's set up for the drag strip, kind of like the Demon. That's why they call the 1320 the Demon Light, because it has features trickled down from the Demon. Where this is more of the street beast, this is more of the, street muscle. That's what this is. But you can take this to the track. You can autocross it. Like I say, you put it in track mode. I'm telling you, this thing handles excellent on tight cornering. It's not big roly-poly like in the old school muscle cars like you would think. And this thing actually handles really good in track mode. It's got the stiff steering, but it's made for autocross. Now, it's not going to be as good as a rally car, obviously, in the handling, or a Mustang or Camaro in the corners. You know what I mean? Because it's heavy, and it's a big heavy car. Just the physics of it. But for a muscle car, and this will blow away any old muscle car in that category for handling. And it actually has more power and better ET. This is a 12-second car on the street, and it's in the 11s with the drag pack of the drag strip. So you can be competitive out there, vicious competitor in its class on the street and on the track with these. So don't let the Scat Pack criticizers fool you, man. These cars are badass, and I love every minute I'm in it. So that's about it. Thanks for joining me in my Street Muscle Diaries and driving modes explained by the Scat Pack itself. And I will catch you on the next one. Later. Alligator. Bye.